Hello, and I've had a few requests that people want to see my new house, my new collection setup, etc. So I thought I would do that. So let me just put this guy back. Yeah. In case you didn't know, I also breed ball python snakes, so I got a couple of them around here. A few here and there. Hello. Couple cool guys around. Yeah, hello. This one's a little bit cranky, but that's okay. But what I want to do is not concentrate on this right now. You're probably interested in all this mess. It's my basement, it's under construction, etc., etc. Yes. The basement stairs that I built from scratch because my wife decided she wanted stairs made out of granite. So I put in Black Galaxy backsplash, regular granite tops. I inlaid some boxes, ran some LED lights, installed that thing. There's no shortage of projects when you own a home at all. So let's... Aha! Here's my kitchen. Did all that tile work, constantly improving. Here's the rest of the living room area, dining room, etc. My foyer. Good stuff here. Really cool chandelier. We'll skip the upstairs for now. But what I'd like to take a look at is my office, and could be a little cleaner, but I think I've done what I could, for now at least. And what you really want to look at is the collection, because it's all set up nice and pretty now, and it's all over the place. So we got some cool stuff to look at. So let's start taking a look at something. Yeah, I got about 240 pairs of glasses, and I wear about 5. And let's take a look at this guy. Out of all my collection, these are the ones that I might actually wear. You got some wires, you got some jackets, and of course I love the half frames, like the half jacket, flak jacket. So those get most of the representation. Over here we got some wires, got some Matco square wires. Kind of an understated model. It's got an emerald slate lens, which you don't see too often unless you're an Ichiro fan, but I can't afford those. Gradient E-frames, nano wires. We'll ignore that. And we got some new Zeros. We got Ducatis, we got S's, L's, Little Johns, all that good stuff. We got Medusa, over the top, flight helmet, SI boots. I don't wear those. Alright, top shelf. I should probably get a key. A key would be good. So let's get a key and unlock it. Oh, it's already unlocked. There we go. No more glare. Alright, who likes monster dogs? I got a few of them around. We got some jackets, eye jackets, trench coats, moons, things of that nature. We got a few more stragglers here, and for some reason when I moved, I can't find my eye jacket lenses anymore, so they currently sit there empty. Maybe I'll find them someday. In here we got some more jackets, frog skins, some Dr. Chop custom, some good stuff there. And then down here we got even more jackets. Yeah, so this is pretty much the jacket tower at this point. Things of that nature. That's kind of the more generic, you know, whatever. And moving over here, we got some interesting stuff. When my daughter was about 1 year old, she found this key and she knew how to open it, so she's stealing my glasses already. Okay. Now we got some good stuff. There we go. So we got 0, 1s, 2s, and 3s, as well as a couple other miscellaneous zeros. Got some 6s, 4, 5s. We got Snow What with Glenn Plake, which is insane. It's a ski video that has a floating cow head that rides down the highway. Alright, more zeros. Some good stuff there. This is actually sub-zeros. You get the whole set right there. Down here, M-frames, blades, All good sorts of good stuff. You can get some SIs down there on the back, some vintage and splatters in the front, and then finally we got M-frame slashes, which I love, and fortunate enough to get the entire set, which of course took quite a while. Alright, I don't know, this rack leaves something to be desired. It's only got a couple good things in it. First off are the stretch line collection, which is sort of cool. Stretch line came out around the time when I started collecting, so naturally I sort of gravitated to them. And as I've gotten glasses, I've tended to just keep the one. Anytime I come across a stretch line, I try to nab it because, first of all, they come in that really cool red box, but with a lot of them switching over to the Squarrow, which I'm not a huge fan of, I like to keep the originals, so kind of cool. Another cool thing is this stretch line catalog here, which if you look inside, actually, is probably one of the only places you see the Rasta Fat Cat ever listed. And if I think it's this guy here, there we go. It's the Rasta Fat Cat, which on the website and on the box just said polished black, so it's kind of cool to have a catalog that specifies it by name. Now this is a very underwhelming shelf. We got Flores 1-2, we got the C100, we got Art Chantry, which, was about the time I stopped caring about the artist series, but I figured I'd keep this one. Why not? I don't know. I got burnt out. You start collecting something because you have to and not because you want to. And then, I've said this before, but I did, the Art Chantry was kind of cool. It was the first really wide-scale release, so, cool to have. London Police, which is a part of the artist series I do like. Tron. And then, right before I had the artist burnout, I had like the Troy Lee gas can, I have the Soviet gas can, still have the pin there. But I sold most of those, and I sold a couple artist pairs, but I kept the Flying Tiger for some reason. And it's a good thing I did, because now I have this hand-painted prototype of a Flying Tiger oil rig, which is the only one in the world, so it's kind of good that I have the set of those at least. And then we have the Puking Pigeon eye patch, which is another fun one. Now we come down to Splice, and everyone loves Splice. Or everyone should love Splice, because Splice are awesome. What we got here is I got my first pair over there in the back. And then I was like, I like Splice, let's collect some more. So I started collecting some more. I finally got all, 9 or so pair, and then I got sick. Much like the Fat Cat, I'm like, I need more Splice. And luckily I got those hard to get pairs like the Murasaki and the Kenseth, so those are cool. I'm glad I don't have to find those now. And then once I had all of the pairs, I figured, hey, let's customize. First couple I customized were from unknown lenses, so I got the Asian Fit unknowns like the Ruby Clear, the Gold Clear, and basically just started swapping lenses. And soon after I started trying to paint lenses, failed miserably, and then I had to get Dr. Chop to come to the rescue and use his House of Color paint to rescue a lot of these. So all the vibrant ones you see, those are pretty much Dr. Chop customs. And all the ones that suck are probably mine. Alright, here are print frame shelf. I got a lot of, I got the leathers, I got the suede leather, the square wire leather, got the Bengals, Red Tigers, got a Snow Jungle 4, which you never see too often, or ever. And I got some DVDs in the back, which are unopened, so who knows what's in them, probably just promo stuff. Down here is my very meager X-Metal collection. Just a couple pairs. I'm trying to collect at least one of each pair, but I don't have any of the modern ones. And in the back I got some aluminums like the Hatchet and the Jury. And a few of the mag pairs like the Mag 4, 4S, and I got the Switch in the back there. I don't know. I'm not a huge X-Metal guy. They're cool and all, but they are expensive and everyone goes crazy for them, so I tend to just stay away. Let's close this and try not to break too much. That would not be fun. And let's open up this guy here, if I can. There we go. Alright, I couldn't really decide what to do with this shelf, so I just sort of got a couple things. So I got the staple Most recent pairs, the staple radar, staple eye shade, and a couple random goggles like the Victory Stripe E-frame and whatnot. I did a review on those. Alright, we got some thumps here, which are always cool. So focus, there we go. So we got some thumps, which are actually the thump shells, because when the thump was originally released in stores, they didn't want to stock all the electronics because there was a restocking fee. So what they did is they released a bunch of frame-only models that were just there in store. So these don't have any electronics in it, you can't play them, but they are still fully functioning glasses, so I stumbled upon these and I wouldn't turn them down, so those are cool. Ah, frogs. I'm glad I didn't jump on the frog bandwagon. That one's just insane to keep up with, but I did get a lot of original ones before the re-release. So I got a lot of things like the original sky blue, purple, cloud, wildberry and milk, Dalmatian. I got two of the Supremes that were kind of cool, glow in the dark, retina burn, and then a few just normal random ones. Here I got some shoe ones that are signed by Jim Jannard, as well as the funny car, which has the same carbon fiber pattern, and then just a couple random wires, because why not? That's all I can figure out. Alright, we'll get some watches and then my Pit Boss in the back. So this is kind of a boring shelf, just a couple watches and whatnot. Terribly interesting there. Now we got some good stuff coming. This is the shelf that's probably one of my favorite. Alright, we got vintage goodness here. We got the Advanced Tactical Fighting Mask. We got the O-frame that matches it, and if you ever try to connect those nowadays, it will just shatter the frame, so we won't do that. Original goggle. A couple other original O-frames. This one's in good condition. This one just totally got demolished in the move. Cracks everywhere, so I'm not sure what to do with that at this point. We got some eye shades, which are always nice. Eye shades are fun. And then finally, the real good stuff, the grips. I've managed to collect at least one of the grips. I got two variations of the original, two variations of the number 2, some of the crud plugs, which you use to keep dirt from going in the tops, and then I try to get most of the other releases after. So that's pretty much it. Here's the rest of the office. I got a few various computers, a couple laptops running. This is where the perpetual downloads take place. And what was that? I don't know. But the kind of cool thing is I do have a lot of other stuff in these drawers here. Let's see if we can pop those open for a second. So I got a lot of things. I got a lot of flyers in here, ads, I don't know what else. All sorts of just random catalogs and whatnot. And then down here, more random stuff. Plaque of some sort. I don't know. I end up with stuff. And then a bunch more random placards and display stuff. I used to have my displays littered just with like tons and tons of stuff. And I've really preferred the cleaner look nowadays, because I think it looks better. Now usually what I do is I kind of keep my boxes underneath. So that's where all this, stuff is. More vaults. I love these boxes. I mean, towards like the late 90s and the early 2000s, I mean, it was just like really classy. I loved having the image on the box. I mean, just the icon of, it just looks nice. And, oh yeah, this is where I keep stickers and stuff. Well, stickers and OK Soda, because OK was awesome. What else we got under here? More junk everywhere. I got cases, I got shoe boxes, and all sorts of fun stuff. And then pretty much the same thing, either one of these. Just a lot more boxes. Anything I didn't want to have displayed is basically just underneath. So, hope you enjoyed that. I don't know if I'm in focus, probably not. So let's head outside. Let's see what's going on. It's a nice day out. Pretty view. House. So I will catch you all later. Later.